By now, we all know about that shocking letter that Taylor Swift posted to her Tumblr page, claiming that Scooter Braun, aka famed talent manager to the stars like Kanye West, Justin Bieber, and Ariana Grande, has been bullying her for years after it was announced that he'd purchased Big Machine Records, which is the old record label that Taylor used to be signed to. Scooter purchasing Big Machine Records means that he now owns the masters to her first 6 albums. Masters are the original recordings that the artist records. They are what copies of the song are made from for platforms like radio, YouTube, Spotify, CDs, and so on. TV shows, commercials, and films must get permission from and pay a fee to whoever owns the masters. Traditionally, record labels do own the masters and are not the artist, which is ridiculous in my opinion. Artists and songwriters should be able to, at the very least, buy their masters without having to jump through hoops to get them. Basically, when Taylor Swift was 15 years old, back in 2005, she was signed to Big Machine Records. She signed a contract that locked her into a 6-album or 10-year deal, and that deal did not allow for her to own her own masters. So she has no rights to her first 6 albums, which were released between 2006 and 2017. Here is the emotional letter that Taylor posted to Tumblr in its entirety. For years, I asked, pleaded for a chance to own my own work. Instead, I was given an opportunity to sign back up to Big Machine Records and earn 1 album back at a time, one for every new one I turned in. I walked away because I knew once I signed that contract, Scott Borchetta would sell the label, thereby selling me and my future. I had to make the excruciating choice to leave behind my past, music I wrote on my bedroom floor, and videos I dreamed up and paid for from the money I earned playing in bars, then clubs, then arenas, then stadiums. Some fun facts about today's news. I learned about Scooter Braun's purchase of my masters as it was announced to the world. All I could think about was the incessant, manipulative bullying I've received at his hands for years. Like when Kim Kardashian orchestrated an illegally recorded snippet of a phone call to be leaked, and then Scooter got his 2 clients to bully me online about it. Or when his client Kanye West organized a revenge porn music video which strips my body naked. Now Scooter has stripped me of my life's work that I wasn't given an opportunity to buy. Essentially, my musical legacy is about to lie in the hands of someone who tried to dismantle it. This is my worst case scenario. This is what happens when you sign a deal at 15 to someone for whom the term loyalty is clearly just a contractual concept. And when that man says music has value, he means its value is beholden to men who had no part in creating it. When I left my masters in Scott's hands, I made peace with the fact that eventually he would sell them. Never in my worst nightmares did I imagine the buyer would be Scooter. Anytime Scott Borchetta has heard the words Scooter Braun escape my lips, it was when I was either crying or trying not to. He knew what he was going to do. They both did, controlling a woman who didn't want to be associated with them. Thankfully, I am now signed to a label that believes I should own anything I create. Thankfully, I left my past in Scott's hands and not my future. And hopefully, young artists or kids with musical dreams will read this and learn about how to better protect themselves in a negotiation. You deserve to own the art you make. I will always be proud of my past work, but for a healthier option, Lover will be out August 23rd. Sad and grossed out, Taylor. We all remember when Taylor Swift and Kanye West got into a very public argument again after the release of his 2016 song called Famous. In the song, Kanye raps the lyrics, "I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous. God damn, I made that bitch famous." At this time, Kanye West was a client of Scooter Braun. The public was outraged by the lyrics that Kanye had rapped about Taylor, but Kanye insisted that he'd played this song for Taylor before releasing it and that she had approved it. Taylor's people then came out insisting that Kanye had not called for an approval. Instead, he called to see if he could release the song on her Twitter account, which she declined. Her camp claimed that Taylor warned Kanye against releasing a song with such strong misogynistic messages, and that Taylor had never been made aware specifically of the line, "I made that bitch famous." Then, in a wild turn of events, Kim Kardashian released a recorded video of a phone conversation between Kanye West and Taylor Swift, where Kanye raps the line, "I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex." In the video, Taylor not only approves the line, but says that she is flattered by it. Taylor went on to say that she did not know about the "made that bitch famous" line being in the song, and that's what offended her, seeing as that she is a self-made woman that has worked her ass off to get to where she is right now. So people then turned against Taylor Swift, wondering why she hadn't just admitted that Kanye did in fact call her about at least part of the song. It looked like she was purposely omitting things from the situation to make herself look good. The internet then dragged Taylor, and her social media accounts were filled with snake emojis. Justin Bieber, also one of Scooter's clients at the time, then posted on his Instagram page a screenshot of himself having a FaceTime conversation with Scooter Braun and two others at a recording studio, and posted the caption, "Taylor Swift, what up?" under it, clearly to make fun of the situation. Now back to the Tumblr post. After Taylor's post went viral and nearly broke the internet, Justin Bieber decided to take it upon himself to jump in the middle of all the drama and come to Scooter Braun's defense. He also attempted an apology to Taylor Swift in the process. He posted a throwback picture of himself and Taylor from years ago and went on to say, "Hey Taylor, first of all, I would like to apologize for posting that hurtful Instagram post. At the time, I thought it was funny, but looking back, it was distasteful and insensitive. I have to be honest though, it was my caption and post that I screenshotted of Scooter and Kanye that said, 'Taylor Swift, what up?' He didn't have anything to do with it, and it wasn't even a part of the conversation. In all actuality, he was the person who told me not to joke like that. Scooter has had your back since the days you graciously let me open up for you. As the years have passed, we haven't crossed paths and gotten to communicate our differences, hurts, or frustrations. So for you to take it to social media and get people to hate on Scooter isn't fair. What were you trying to accomplish by posting that blog? Seems to me like it was to get sympathy. You also knew that in posting that, your fans would go and bully Scooter. Anyway, one thing I know is both Scooter and I love you. I feel like the only way to resolve conflict is through communication. So banter back and forth online, I don't believe solves anything. I'm sure Scooter and I would love to talk to you and resolve any conflict, pain, or any feelings that you need to be addressed. Neither Scooter or I have anything negative to say about you. We truly want the best for you. I usually don't rebuttal things like this, but when you try to deface someone I love's character, that's crossing a line." So Justin does admit that he was dead-ass wrong in posting that photo and that caption along with it, but then he accuses Taylor of posting that letter in Tumblr as an attempt to get sympathy, even though he admits that he had bullied her in the past. It's clear that he's trying to protect the others because no one said anything at the time about the photo being uploaded. Justin then claims that both he and Scooter want the best for Taylor. His rant ends with him saying that defacing someone I love's character is crossing a line. But if that someone did Taylor wrong, then isn't it Scooter that's crossed a line? Justin Bieber's love for Scooter has nothing to do with how he played Taylor. Of course, it wasn't long before Hollywood got involved, taking sides, either Team Taylor or Team Scooter. On Team Taylor, you have model Cara Delevingne, who was friends with Taylor, who tweeted at Justin, "You must be bored. I wish you spent less time sticking up for men and more time trying to understand women and respecting their valid reactions. As a married man, you should be uplifting women instead of tearing them down because you are threatened. I am not sure you actually understand what an apology is. The issue that Taylor is talking about is far more than a picture, and you know that. As you said, you haven't spoken to her in years, which means you definitely don't understand the situation. I do. Take a step back and learn from this. We should all be on the same team." End of story. Singer Todd Ricall tweeted, "He, Scooter Braun, is an evil person whose only concern is his wealth and feeding his disgusting ego. I believe he is homophobic, and I know from his own mouth that he is not a Swift fan." In a follow-up tweet, Hall added that he was sure Braun would threaten him to stay quiet, like he has in the past. Others in Team Taylor include Halsey, Selena Gomez's mother, Iggy Azalea, Brendan Urie, and JoJo. Team Scooter, Justin Bieber, obviously. Demi Lovato. Demi tweeted, I have dealt with bad people in the industry, and Scooter is not one of them. He's a good man. Personally, I'm grateful he came into my life when he did. Please stop dragging people or bullying them. There's enough hate in this world as it is, she wrote, adding, Y'all can come after me all you want, but I'm always going to stay loyal to my team. I value loyalty more than most people in this world, and if my name is going to be brought into the conversation, I'm going to stand up for myself and the ones on my team. Demi Lovato is so annoying. Just because Scooter Braun has treated her well doesn't mean he's treated everyone well. And she's talking about she values loyalty more than most people. Okay. Others on Team Scooter include Sia, Haley Baldwin, married to Justin, obviously, and the previous owner of Big Machine Records. Surprise, surprise. While neither side is perfect, I do think that there is a lot of jealousy surrounding Taylor Swift. Love her or hate her, she is a very talented singer, songwriter, and she's seen a very large amount of success at a very early age. Her success is pretty astonishing, even compared to that of other singers of the same wealth and fame. Taylor trumps them all. I think that people see her as an easy target. So while it's obvious that there are two sides to every story, I think it's pretty clear that Justin Bieber, Scooter Braun, and numerous others have in fact bullied Taylor. I think that Scooter Braun should apologize to Taylor to save his image. I also think that he should give her the opportunity to purchase her masters. He has millions of other artists. He does not need Taylor's music, especially after the way he's treated her. Like the late legendary recording artist Prince famously once said in a quote he gave to Rolling Stone magazine in 1996, if you don't own your masters, your master owns you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should Scooter apologize to Taylor? Should he give her an opportunity to buy her masters? Or should he ignore her letter and focus on his latest business venture?